Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Versatility Podcast. For today's episode, I'm going to be recapping sports, music. Um, I am officially back. Your boy was on vacation. He was in California, in San Francisco. So I'm going to be talking about the trip for a little bit as well as a part of the segment of this episode as well. I'm going to be reviewing some albums. There's a bunch of albums here that I have listed here to review, but there's other ones that I'll start reviewing in the future, but we're gonna take things slow. We're not gonna review a bunch of them. We're just gonna review a handful of them for today. Um, but let's just get started with sports. Obviously, just kind of starting things off with sports as usual. Kind of where I usually start things off at. Anyways, let's start off with us. Let's do soccer. Actually, let's start off with soccer. Or football, I should say. I'm sorry. Um, Look, we're gonna go to the Euros. We're gonna start with the Euros, and we're gonna update exactly what has happened these past couple days. So, last time I recorded an episode was Tuesday, just before I got on the flight. And these were the results from Tuesday. So we had France and Poland tie. Then we had Netherlands, Austria. Austria coming out on top, defeating 3-2 against Netherlands. And then Denmark, Serbia, of course, they had a 0-0 draw. England and Slovenia had a 0-0 draw as well. Then Wednesday, we had 4 other games as well. We had Slovakia and Romania tying 1-1. We had the Ukraine and Belgium tying 0-0. We had Turkey with a win over Czech Republic 2-1. And then we had Georgia defeating Portugal 2-0 in a big upset. One of the biggest, if not the biggest, Euros upset in tournament history. It was massive. They scored in the 2 minute. They scored literally in the second minute. Then they had a penalty allowed in the 57th minute. I could not watch this game, but holy shit! I mean, Portugal just losing that game just kind of was a bummer. Thursday there was no games, meaning that the group stage has officially been finalized. We're gonna look at the tables before we go talk about the knockout stage because it obviously had already started. So we had Germany, Switzerland. They move on. They're the top 2 teams in Group A. We had Group B with Spain and Italy. They were the top 2 teams. Obviously, Spain number 1, Italy number 2. England ended up winning Group C with 1 win, 2 draws, no losses. Denmark was able to take the wait. Let me actually hold on. Let me do this again. Germany, Switzerland, then advance. Obviously, Germany with 2 wins, 1 draw. Switzerland with 1 win and 2 draws. Obviously, Hungary, Scotland, they're eliminated. Spain won the group, 3 wins, no draws, no losses. Italy, they qualified because they scored a goal against the last game against Croatia. Croatia, all they had to do was hold on to that lead and not let Italy tie late in that game. Last minute, Italy scored a goal to tie the game, and with that 1 draw, they were able to get second place and get 2 more points ahead of Croatia. So obviously eliminating Croatia, and they couldn't even make it to the knockout stage. But Italy, I mean, they were already taking care of business after that, which we'll get to in a second. England, rough 3 games they've had to play, but they got a win. They got 2 draws. They were still able to win the group. Denmark, I think they still advanced. But I mean, Slovenia as well. I mean, they also have 3 draws. 3 draws. Obviously, with Serbia was a different case. They ended up taking the L there. Austria, Austria won the. I mean, that's crazy. France didn't win even their own group. It was fucking Austria. They had 2 wins and 1 loss, and then France had 2 draws and 1 win. So they obviously advanced. Netherlands as well. They advanced as well with 1 win, 1 draw, and 1 loss. And of course, Poland were eliminated. Rome. This group was absolute fucking chaos. Every team had 4 points, but 1 team didn't make it, and that was the Ukraine. Damn. All the teams had 1 fucking point, but the difference is the goal differential was -2 for Ukraine. Obviously, Slovakia barely made the cut at 0 and then +1. So Romania, they were able to win the group. Barely. Belgium, they were able to win the group. pretty much technically. I mean, literally just by the goal difference, Romania won it, like just by a fucking goal. It's insane. This is the tightest, the closest it could possibly be in a group stage. I mean, obviously Romania, Belgium, and Slovakia, they move on. And then Portugal, they win 2 wins and 1 loss. That was, of course, to Georgia. Georgia, they also did qualify to the next round. And then Turkey, again, they qualified to the round of 16. And then, of course, Czech Republic, they're out of it. So now we're back to this round of 16. So it's officially the knockout stage. Oops, spoiler alert. There was no games Thursday or Friday. Okay, so Saturday, there were the first 2 games. We had Switzerland versus Italy, and as you could see, Switzerland took care of fucking Italy. Goodbye, goodbye. Italy, it was a nice run. You took down Croatia to basically break their hearts and, fuck them over. But Switzerland was able to get the job done, so they move on to the quarterfinals of the European Championship. Germany, with a pretty simple game against Denmark, 2-0 win there. I couldn't see that one because, again, I was on the flight, but I did see the first half of Switzerland and Italy. So I did able to see 1 goal, and then this was the other goal that pretty much started the second half. But Switzerland, Germany, I believe they both face off in the quarterfinals. So we'll look at the matchups in a second for the quarterfinals that are set up already. So this was yesterday, Sunday's games. We had England versus Slovakia. Oh my goodness, Slovakia. They almost fucking had it in the bag. They almost had it in the bag, but they didn't. They just couldn't do it, man. I mean, man, Jude Bellingham, the superhero of Real Madrid and the leader of England, maybe right now, besides Harry Kane. He stepped up massively and scored a late goal to tie the game at 1 and then force extra time. And then Harry Kane proceeded to score within 2 minutes of extra time to take a 2-1 lead and obviously getting the win over Slovakia. But man, Slovakia, it was, hey man, every game is important. Every minute is important. So you can, even if a team is down 1-0, 1 minute, 1 goal can completely change everything. We saw what Italy did, and we now saw what Jude Bellingham did. He had a bicycle kick as well, bicycle kick goal, and then of course Harry Kane with a goal as well to start things off in extra time. I mean, they did it. England, they move on. I mean, it was pretty sloppy group stage. They didn't, I mean, he also didn't play very well. I heard that he didn't really play very well those first 3 games. Again, I haven't seen much of England play, but I did see this game, and yeah, they were a bit sloppy, but when they needed to clutch up, they clutched up, so they got the win. And then Spain, yep, they took down Georgia pretty easily, 4-1. This was kind of boring in the next half. I mean, after that, it was just, I mean, 5-0 because this was an own goal as well for from Georgia. So my goodness, it was a rough day for Georgia, but I mean, they made it far. They made it to the group stage. They made it past the group stage, and they beat Portugal. So I mean, that's done a lot for them. Speaking of Portugal, they actually played today, and we're gonna talk about these 2 games. So I did manage to see both of these games. Kind of multitasking a bit here. France and Belgium. So this was a game. It was just fierce. A lot of defense, a lot of a lot of big tackles. I didn't really see many shots on goal in this game, but then eventually an own goal from Verterhogen from Belgium eventually gives France the 1-0 win over, and France, they move on to the quarterfinals as well. Portugal, Slovenia. Let's talk about this game today. Was insane. I mean, there was everything, offense, defense. I mean, Ronaldo missing a penalty. I mean, he missed a penalty in extra time. I mean, my goodness, Jesus, they missed, and I mean, Ronaldo, he had to bounce back, and eventually they had to go past overtime, and now they go to penalties, which, my goodness, that Portuguese goalkeeper, Costa, right? I believe it's Costa. He was a brick fucking wall. 3-0. Portugal wins, and they advance on penalties. Slovenia couldn't even pull in 1 goal in penalties. That man was a brick fucking wall. They just could not get through that dude. So congrats to Portugal. They will be facing France, I believe. Yes. So yeah, and then tomorrow will be the last two games of the round of 16. So it will be Romania, Netherlands. I got Netherlands, and then Austria, Turkey. Give me Austria. And then the matchups on there's no games on Wednesday. I'm assuming there's no games on Thursday. Okay, so Friday it will be Spain versus Germany for the first quarterfinal match. Oh wow, that's gonna be a good one. And then Portugal and France. Oh man, Friday's gonna be a tough one. This is gonna be two really good games here. I'm kind of hoping for Spain, and I'm kind of hoping for France, but I would like to see Portugal win, man. I would love to see Portugal win. That would be really good for Ronaldo, especially since there's no way that this definitely has to be his last Euros tournament. There's no fucking way he's gonna play in the next 4 years again. Like this is his last tournament. This is his last run. You know, he was emotional today. He missed that fucking penalty and he got scared that their season was over. You know, the job's not done. They got 3 more games to go. That would be nice if he would take home another Euros championship, because he did win it in what, 2020 or in 2016? I think it won in 2016. 2016. So that was really nice. Obviously got that on his bag, but against France, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. I also saw something where France, they haven't scored a goal like themselves. Like the goals were like a penalty, and like they weren't like it wasn't like a regular goal. Like it was either a penalty or an own goal from the other team. That's how they were able to get up those points, and that's how they were able to win games. Like especially with those 2 draws, one of them was I think scoreless. Um, they didn't score a single goal, and then one of them Mbappe had a penalty and stuff. So that's crazy that they haven't scored like a regular goal other than a penalty or other than an own goal from another team. So the fact that they're fucking still here, shit. I mean, basically they're just waiting for other teams to fuck up, and then boom, here they are. They're still here surviving. And then Saturday we had the first quarterfinal matchup here, England, Switzerland. I'm hoping England can win this one. We'll see what England can do, and then of course we'll see the matchup. We'll see if Austria and Netherlands, if they will win. So see if they match up well. See if they pull this off. But that is the European Championship scores. That's the update at the moment. Now let's talk about the Copa America. Let's look at the table right now. So at the moment, as you can see here, actually no, let me look at the scores. Let's look at the scores first. So we stopped when the Tuesday. I'm guessing Tuesday. Okay, so Tuesday, we had Peru lose to Canada, 1-0. We had Argentina beating Chile, 1-0. I didn't see any of those games. I didn't see these 2 games because I was watching. I was at a Giants game. So I didn't really see. I was, in San Francisco. I was traveling. Yeah, I wasn't in the hotel. Like these, the games are earlier throughout the day, since these games are like later on at night, but they're obviously 3 hours behind us. So it was, it was in the middle of the day pretty much, or almost close to nighttime to watch these games. But Venezuela, they beat Mexico, and then Ecuador defeats Jamaica 3-1. I was able to see the Uruguay-Bolivia game. I mean, my goodness, they routed them 5-0. And then Panama, man, they beat US. Apparently there was a Tim Weah in the 18th minute. He had a red card. Basically hit somebody, just kind of just pushed them on the ground, kind of hit them in the head for no fucking reason. And obviously he got kicked out of the game. And I mean, that cost us, 10 players on the team, one less man. And then obviously we just let our guard down. They scored a late goal, Fajardo, in the 83rd minute to get the win for Panama. And yeah, right now the USA are playing right now. We'll get to that in a second though, because they need to win today, or at least a draw to at least move on. But maybe to win the group, they're gonna have to take on Uruguay as they're playing right now. Then on the this was Friday, Colombia. they got the job done. They beat Costa Rica 3-0. They've won 10 straight to reach the quarterfinals. Of course, not yet decided if we've won the group because we do play tomorrow for the final group stage game against Brazil. And we'll look at the matchups in a second. But big game. I was able to see this in San Francisco. I was able to see this at a Latin restaurant. So they were putting on the game. So I was watching it there. So much fun to watch there. Luis Diaz had a penalty. Sanchez had a goal. Cordoba had a goal just a couple minutes later. So it was a big win for Colombia. And I mean, we're 2-0, but we're not done yet. We're not done yet, guys. We're we got much to do. We got much to do, but it was a big win against Costa Rica. It was a little bit of a scare because Costa Rica did tie with Brazil in the first game. What the hell was I about to say? But Brazil, they got the job done and destroyed Uruguay 4-1. 4-1. It was a big one for It was a big one. It was a big one for Brazil. They needed it. Vinny Jr. scored twice in this game. And then again, there was another goal by Savio and Paqueta. So Brazil 4-1 got a much needed win to at least stay alive for the group, at least to advance. Because I mean, tying with Costa Rica was a little iffy, but they had to win against Paraguay to kind of keep things going. And then we'll see the next matchup again. Saturday there was no Copa America games. Wait, what? There was actually. Wait, what the fuck am I talking about? There was Saturday. There was. It was. It was Argentina defeating Peru 2-0, and then it was Canada and Chile. They had a draw. So Argentina, Canada, they move on. Then we had yesterday's games. We had Venezuela defeating Jamaica 3-0, and then we had Mexico and Ecuador tie 0-0. And then right now, currently, as I'm recording, Bolivia, Panama are playing right now, and then U.S. versus Uruguay. So let's look at the table real quick, and then just kind of see who is advanced and the matchups and this and that. So Argentina, they win Group A, and then Canada, they're the runner-ups, so they're in Group B. So bada bing, bada boom. Group A runner-ups, excuse me, not Group B runner-ups. The Group B winners, Venezuela. Group B runner-ups is Ecuador. Right now, we're seeing if Uruguay or U.S. will win the group stage. We'll see. I mean, I'm going to assume both of these teams advance, but we're going to see who specifically wins the group. I'm hoping the U.S. can pull off a win against Uruguay, but Uruguay, they have 2 wins. So we'll have to beat them to, get the same record and get as many points, but they have more goals than we do. So it's going to be pretty tough to see what are we going to able to pull off. And then Colombia, obviously number 1 right now, 2-0. We already advanced to the quarterfinals. And then Brazil still waiting for a chance. Costa Rica still might be in it. Who knows? And then Paraguay, they're out of here. So the matchup wise, tomorrow, big games. Oh shit, Panama just scored a goal. They just scored a goal. Oh shit, wow. Panama just scored a goal. Breaking news. Damn, they're playing in Orlando. Okay, but these are the games for tomorrow. Brazil versus Colombia. This is for Group D. Man, Jesus. Every time we got to play Colombia, every time we got to play against Brazil, it's like it's a bunch of stress. So I'm hoping that it goes well, which is maybe we're recording. Okay. I'm hoping it goes well. Hope we get the win. I'm tired of Brazil. Please win. I need this. We need this. Please. Costa Rica, Paraguay. Good Costa Rica can go win the game, but Colombia, we're good to go in the quarterfinals. At least we're going to have to wait for our opponent. The first quarterfinal matchup we have is Argentina versus Ecuador. Ecuador, good luck. Good luck against Argentina. And then we have Venezuela versus Canada. So, got to go for Argentina in that one. Got to go for Canada maybe. Oh, actually, no, I might go for Venezuela on this one too. And then, again, we'll have to wait and see the rest of the matchup. So, it could be Colombia versus U.S. Canada versus Colombia. It could be. I think it might be Colombia versus Uruguay, and then USA versus Brazil. It might be that because I think Brazil is gonna get second place. Colombia is gonna win, and then yeah, I think that's how it's gonna go. So those games would be on Saturday for Colombia's games in the quarterfinals. So those games Sunday, right? Yeah, so Saturday would be a game. So tomorrow, Tuesday, and then Saturday would be the next game for Colombia. Super excited, man. Super excited. The group stage is almost done. It wraps up tomorrow, but we still, got 4 more games left. And that's that. Today officially also started Wimbledon. So we're going to kind of look at some scores from day 1. Again, not much has happened. It's the first round. So let's just see who would advance. I haven't seen who would advance. I mean, again, I got to wake up early to go to work. So I'm not really watching like the Wimbledon. Only on the weekends I'll be able to watch it, or at least if I wake up even earlier, then maybe I'll watch it. Where the fuck are the scores? God damn. Wimbledon. Here we go. No. The scores. Just the scores. Can you just view schedule? There we go. All right. There you go. Scores. So this is the men's singles for today. So Sinner won. He's the number 1 ranked player in the world right now. Jannik Sinner. Okay, the Italian. Then we had Alcaraz, who advanced. Medvedev, Rudd, Tommy Paul. Okay. Damn it, a Colombian lost today. TFO, he also advanced today as well. Matchup wise, Coromondit, Vitanin, Vukic, Harris, Altamir, Wawrinka, Thompson. Yeah. The women's singles, Coco Gauff dominated. Shit, 6-1, 6-2. Lulu Sun, Madison Keys, Emma Navarro. I think Osaka she had played today. Did she advance? Hold on. Sloane Stevens, Raducanu, Osaka. Yes, she did win 6-1, 6-1, 6-1, 6-4. Okay. Good. She won. This is her first Wimbledon win in like years. It's been oh shit, someone's on the stretcher. Oh shit, someone got hurt in the US and Uruguay game. They had to take him out, an Uruguayan player. Oh shit, they had to take him out on the stretcher. Damn, dude. Oh, they're playing at Arrowhead Stadium? Oh shit. Man. Hope prayers for that Uruguayan player. Jesus, man. Damn. That's all for today, guys. With tennis. I mean, it's round 1. I think Djokovic plays tomorrow. What time does he play tomorrow? Maybe I could tap in. Maybe. Djokovic. Zverev plays 9:30. Okay, Djokovic. Did I just fucking miss? Oh yeah, 10 a.m. Maybe on my lunch break. Maybe on my lunch break I'll watch it. Yeah, that's that. Let's look at the current MLB standings. Yeah, look at it, I guess. They're here, guys. They're here. This is what's going on right now. Not much has changed in a week. Not much has changed in a week. Philly's still on top. Brewers still on top. Dodgers, Mariners, Guardians, and the Orioles are on top. But pretty much the Yankees are just kind of fighting for it at the moment as well. Look at the WNBA standings. Overall standings right now. New York Liberty still number 1, 16-3. Kinetic Sun. I was about to say Kinetic Sand. Wow. Connecticut Sun, 14-4. Minnesota Lynx as well with 14-4. Seattle Storm at 12-6. The Aces at 10-6. Mercury at 9-9. Atlanta Dream at 7-10. Indiana Fever now are a playoff team, 8-12. Chicago Sky 6-11. Dallas Wings 4-14. The Mystics are the worst team in basketball, but not that much compared to the Wings and to the Sparks, excuse me. So yeah, right now, New York Liberty, that team is looking really good. They made it to the WNBA Finals last year. So they're looking to go repeat and win to win the Eastern Conference at least, and see if they can run it back. Today's games is the Sun versus Mercury, and then the Wings versus the Storm. I saw that Caitlin Clark, the Indiana Fever versus the Phoenix Mercury they played. So it was Caitlin Clark versus Diana Taurasi. And obviously, a lot of people were intrigued by that matchup because of what Taurasi said months ago when she got drafted and was saying, oh, well, reality is coming. Like, don't expect this to be an easy breeze. And it was a pretty good game. And Indiana were down by like 10, 11 points at one point, and then they came back, won the game. And yeah, they're now on a winning streak. Well, no, not really. They've won one game, but they're 8-12. They're looking a lot better right now. They look a lot more focused. Yeah, I mean they're on a 4-game winning streak at one point. I mean they beat the Dream, the Sky, the Mystics, the Dream. I know the Mystics and the Sky aren't amazing teams right now, but still big wins here. They play against the Aces tomorrow at 9:30. Shit, that's gonna be a good matchup. I'm gonna watch there. Indiana versus the Aces. Oof, damn. One of the better teams in all of the WNBA at the moment. Let me look at MLS standings. MLS standings, we can also do it here. Just the table. We're not look at the scores. So right now, Inter Miami's still number one. They're still number one. They had a game without Messi last game. Obviously, Messi playing for Argentina right now in the Copa America. So, they were able to win a game without Messi. Hooray! 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 They're going to play a handful of games now without Messi. I think the next 3 or 4 games. So we'll see if we can keep it up. Let's not blow anything out of proportion. Let's keep it consistent, 13 wins, 5 draws, 3 losses. All right, we're looking pretty good. 44 points, 42 points is Cincinnati, LAFC, and LA Galaxy. Wow, the two LA teams on top in the West. So it's pretty good. The worst team is the Earthquakes. Wow. 3-2 and 15. Okay. Gee, wow. That was that's embarrassing. Anyways, let's talk about the NBA draft. Yes, let's talk about the NBA draft. Hold on. Let me just kind of recap this real quick. Yes, let's talk about the NBA draft, guys. Let's talk about it. So, I did not watch the draft. I was at the Giants game for round 1 of the draft. So, and again, I don't know a lot of these players. So matchup, fit wise, I can't really say which are good picks, which are bad picks. Just basically some of the players that I get to mention, what I think their fit might be on the team, but not every player, because I have not really done my research this year with the draft. I just haven't really tapped in. So Zakir Richard, if I believe that's how you say his name, he went overall. Yes, he went overall. He went first overall at 6'9", 195 pounds, coming out of France, an international prospect, another French player who is tall as fuck. Not tall as Wemby, but tall as shit. He is going to be joining the Atlanta Hawks as they have the number 1 pick. So, again, not knowing much about him, but of course he was one of the better players in that French league. And he played in the Euro Cup, which is like a tournament over there. Again, he's the number 1 pick. A lot of people, I know a lot of people saying that this is a weak draft class, and I mean maybe by like superstardom or there's a lot of players that maybe you just don't really know. Like again, I haven't really done most of my research, so a lot of these players I didn't even know. I don't know much about them, so I can't really say anything. Alex Sarr, again, 7 feet, coming out of France as well. I mean, dude. What do you want me to say? I want them to all be good. So let's see what happens here. Reed Shepard, I heard about him. He's this spot up shooter from 3. He's from Kentucky. Yeah, can shoot the lights out. So the Houston Rockets getting another 3-point shooter that really can take over the game if he can. That would be nice. Obviously, they have Fred VanVleet. They have a couple other shooters as well, so they can utilize him very well. Stephen Castle from UConn, he's really good defensively. And so, yeah, I mean, defensively, that's pretty much what he's most likely going to contribute here. Um, excellent size and length and butting versatility on both ends of the floor. Yeah. Weakness, he shot 27% behind the arc. Okay, so from not a 3-point specialist as we could see here, but a lot going on here for Stefan. Ron Holland, again, I don't know. Donovan Klingen from UConn as well. A dude that has a 7'7" wingspan. It's impressive timing and his instincts covering all the ground here. He's a pretty good rebounder as well. Hoping the best for Gilligan as well. He's going for Portland. Rob Dillingham from drafted by the Spurs, but he's going to Minnesota. So he is a man who can do it all. He's very shifty, a great ball handler, and can shoot the ball pretty well. So him and Anthony Edwards together on the same team look like it could be a nasty duo to come. Obviously, Karl Anthony Towns, it's not just but just them talking about just them together seemed very interesting on the same team. It's going to look pretty interesting there. Zach Edey, who was the AP National Player of the Year and was a national championship finalist this season. Damn, 7'4", almost 300 fucking pounds, has a 9-foot standing. Damn. He's going to the Memphis Grizzlies. Interesting. They're going to use a lot of. I mean, the size is there, obviously, and did he pick up a lot of? Bro, there's no way he weighs that much. 299. I mean, again, obviously the fucking height absolutely carries it, but I mean, a lot of that muscle weight. I mean, going to Memphis, I don't know. Him in Memphis, don't they already have good size? Like they have Jaren Jackson and shit. So I don't know. Maybe they won't really have to utilize Edey too much. But I'm hoping things work out over there though. These I don't know. Nikola Topic from Serbia, another Nikola in the league. Jesus. Okay, so we got a center from Indiana. The Miami Heat selected Kel'el Ware from Indiana. He's 6'11", 210, has a mobility of a rim protector and a budding skill level and a 7-foot frame, giving him unique potential as his position. His game matured noticeably as a sophomore in Indiana after he spent a season in Oregon. His weakness, though, he lacks ideal feel for the game and all-around consistency, even if he has noticeable strides in his motor. Okay, interesting. Hoping for the best here, dude. Again, I'm hoping he can do his thing. Jared McCain, spot up motherfucking shooter, out of Duke. He's going to the Sixers. Should be, this should work out. Yes, he's working. He does TikTok as a side hustle, but this motherfucker can shoot the ball out and he can ball out. So if he can do that for us, please keep doing that. Don't connect. Another fucking spot up shooter going to the Lakers. Very much needed. Very much needed for the Lakers to get another shooter because my goodness, they needed more guys to shoot the damn basketball because we've had D'Angelo Russell and we had a couple other players who were just inconsistent here. Jacoby Walter, other players here. Krishan George from Miami's going to the Knicks. Interesting. Isaiah Collier from USC. He's going to the Utah Jazz. Okay, interesting. So that was round number 1. Now, round number 2, Filipowski from Duke. Going to Utah as well. Any of these other players I'm not sure of. Adembona, the Sixers pick him up. I'm coming out of UCLA, center. We drafted another Nikola. Jesus Christ. Nikola Dursurchik. He's a physically gifted wing who scored in a bunches in the 2023. Okay. Cameron Christie. I think he's the brother of Max Christie from the Lakers. So he's going to the Timberwolves as well. Antonio Reeves, interesting pick there. Tristan Newton from UConn as well. Oh shit, nice. He's going to the Pistons. Quentin Post. Okay, interesting. But the draft has really only been talked about because of this motherfucker, Bronny James, being selected 55th overall in the draft. So let's talk about it. Bronny James is officially now an LA Laker. He will be teammates with his own father. Yes, his own daddy. The man that created this motherfucker is going to be teammates with him. The man that raised him, the man that he has lived with his entire life, he is now going to be on the same basketball court for the same program, for the same team for at least a season. And it most likely be LeBron's final season because there's no way. And look, I'm going to be honest with you. This is it. I think this is it for LeBron. There's no way in hell. I don't think. I mean, after 1 year playing with your son in the NBA together, whatever the end result is, you lose to the Nuggets in the first round. Who gives a damn? Anything that LeBron James is doing right now is extra credit. Is extra fucking credit. So this man can get swept by the Nuggets again. Or gentlemen's, whatever. It doesn't matter. They can miss the playoffs. They can fucking suck and disappoint. Because, again, their expectations is obviously to win a championship. So, of course, if they don't make the playoffs, very much of a disappointment. But I don't feel like this man needs to retire when he's on top. But if he does retire with a championship, his 5th championship, or, makes it to the conference finals or makes it to another finals appearance, whatever the case may be, however the Lakers end their season next year, it just has to be LeBron's last year. I don't know, man. LeBron, I just don't know if he could do another year after next season, bro. He's gonna be in his 22nd year. Didn't Vince Carter do 22 years or 23 years, dude? How the fuck did Vince Carter do 23 years? My goodness, dude, he was an absolute robot. But yeah, Bronny James, my goodness, this is like incredible, dude. Like the fact that this man right here is gonna play with his father in the NBA, and we've never seen this in the NBA before, like a father son on the same team. Like we've seen it in baseball with Ken Griffey Senior and Junior, and I think in hockey there was I heard about, like, there was in hockey he had like sons that were on the same team with his dad, and he was like playing until he was like 50, so his sons were like 20 something, and he was this fucking 50-year-old man playing hockey on the same team with them. But yeah, again, yes, nepotism, obviously, like LeBron made this decision. He made it clear he wants to play with his son, so that's exactly what the fuck he got. He's calling all the shots. No wonder. He wanted JJ Redick as the head coach. Boom, he's the head coach. LeBron wants Bronny James on the team. Boom, you got Bronny James. So whatever LeBron is making, whatever LeBron is saying, that's what it's going to go as followed. He fucking runs that front office as well. Yes, Rob Pelinka. Yes, Jenny Buss, you're doing your thing. But LeBron James is the one that is really fucking giving you guys this idea. Not even idea. I mean, this is just kind of like, well, if y'all could make it happen, just make it happen. Like, come on, just draft this motherfucker. Now, again, a lot of people talking about his draft stock and like how Bronny James, like, again, like, forget that he's LeBron's son. Would he have ever been drafted in the second? Would he have went undrafted? Probably. Let's just be real. At least like just after 1 year in college at USC, where he was hurt for most of the year prior, before he started his college career, he had suffered cardiac arrest. So that was, life-threatening. So he was hurt there, and he was recovering from that. And then obviously being injured with a knee injury or something. And so he didn't play all of his games in USC that one year. And USC, they started off pretty good, and then they just fucking fell off a cliff. They just yeah, they just weren't a good. They were just a below average college basketball team last year, and yeah, they just couldn't do much at all. So again, Bronny James has so much potential. I know that coming into the draft, you are now playing for your father, and it's a great thing and a bad thing, I could say, because God damn, the Mets are cooking the Nationals. Shit, I just saw a live home run there. Anyways, um, yeah, it could be a gift and a curse. I mean, like the pressure is that's the thing. That's the curse. Like the amount of fucking pressure that a lot of people are probably gonna put on Bronny or even LeBron and the media. Oh my goodness, the media are gonna eat this shit up like it's nothing. Um, it's gonna be a lot to handle, but I think Bronny just needs to, step out of that. I think at this point, I would think he already knows. He's lived 19 years already. He knows that he's gonna be under his dad's shadow for a very long time. So the expectations, I feel like a lot of people are now realistically are not for him to be better than Braun, because I mean, who the fuck will ever get to that status? But it's just to be a successful player, in the NBA, and at least have a very solid rookie year, a productive rookie year. His fucking dad is gonna coach him, and his dad happens to be the best fucking basketball player on planet Earth ever. Like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to trust Bronny James, and he's gonna progress, and I think he's gonna be at one point an all-star, maybe a superstar, maybe an all-time player, maybe. I don't think he's gonna be no fucking scrub. I don't think he's gonna be no fucking scrub. Again, we haven't seen a lot of Bronny James, these past 2 years. So it's kind of like we don't know. He's just kind of like a mystery box. He has all this potential, and obviously it's gonna come with more pressure because he's playing with his fucking dad now, and he's playing for a contending team that's trying to fight, just trying to win a championship. You're not playing for fucking Detroit. You're not playing for a team that could lose every single game, but most people are not going to look at you and be the reason why you lose all the games. Like, no, you're playing for a team that wants to win a championship, and you're going to contribute. You do not think at one point Bronny's going to be the starter? He might come off the bench at first, and then he'll start eventually. You don't think LeBron is going to make that happen? Oh, come on now. Come on. And he's a fucking point guard. He's going to be the one having to make all the shots there. He's going to be the one that is going to have to make the toughest decisions and run around the offense, most likely. I mean, LeBron is not going to do all the heavy lifting. AD is going to be interesting, but and obviously if he stays healthy, Austin Reeves, Dalton Connect, that's another rookie and another shooter that they're probably going to utilize a lot for the Lakers. So it's going to be a very interesting year for the LA Lakers, seeing LeBron and Bronny James play on the same team together. I'm super excited. This is really a big thing for basketball, a huge thing. Like this is like a dream for so many like families. Like and it's just like never. It's just like, yo, like what if like we played together on the same team? It's like you don't really think this ever happens. Like it's just the unlikeliness. Like the timing is fucking perfect. It's like it couldn't have happened more fucking perfect, So yeah, it should be interesting. I'm excited to see Bronny James. Nepotism and all the pressure that's coming after him, I think it's very much expected. But if he just stays focused, he'll do all right. I mean, you got fucking your dad is the greatest basketball player on planet Earth, and of all time, in my opinion. So I think you're good. Yeah, I think you're good. I think you will be fine. I mean, there's other greats that have had sons who've made it far, but I feel like this man has a certain advantage that no other player could have possibly. So it should be very interesting to see. I'm super excited to see this. But yeah, Bronny James selected 55th overall, going to the LA Lakers, and will be teammates with his daddy, his motherfucking daddy. All right, now let's talk about NBA free agency. So let's talk about free agency for a little bit. So let's talk about the big signees. So, we had a couple of big signings. What am I talking about? Signing. Wait, this is from yesterday. So these are pretty much the big ones that happened yesterday. Not many. I think there was just a bunch of re-signings. Or like, oh, Chris Paul, he will sign with the San Antonio Spurs. So he will sign a 1 year, $11 million deal. So Chris Paul and Victor Wembanyama on the same team sounds insane. That's that's kind of crazy. That is kind of fucking crazy. Um, and then literally at 3 in the fucking morning, I was up and saw the ESPN notification. Shout out. And Paul George has signed officially a 4 year deal, $212 million maximum contract with the Philadelphia 76ers. And so he will be the deal will include a player option for the 2027-28 season. And obviously now he's going to be pairing up with Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey. Can you make it past the second round? Please? That's all I want. Okay, great. Paul George, please, stay healthy and you're going to ball out. Can we make it past the second round, though? That's all I fucking care now. That's all. Like, Joel Embiid, MVP. Tyrese Maxey, rising, all-star. Paul George, could be a superstar. I mean, already is, but, he even elevate his game or just stay consistent and stay healthy, and he'll be able to. Can you make it past the second round, though? That's my question. That's my question. That's all I have to say. I'm excited for Paul George coming into town. But if we can't make it past the second round, we're kind of fucked. And again, conference finals. I'm taking baby steps. Y'all talking about championship when y'all haven't even sniffed the conference finals yet. So let's just fucking hold our horses. I'm talking conference finals now, not no championship yet. Take it step by step. Big three now: Paul George, Tyrese. I mean, not really a big three, but whatever. Three really good players on the Sixers. But will it make it happen? Can we make it happen? I'm hoping something can happen. Let's go. But obviously, Tyrese Maxey, we re-signed him 5 years, $204 million. God damn. A $204 million maximum contract extension. So that will be very good to go there. Jalen Smith going to the Chicago Bulls, 3 year, $27 million deal. Isaiah Hartenstein going to a 3 year, $87 million deal with the OKC Thunder. Tobias Harris, bye-bye. You're going to the fucking Pistons. 2 year, $52 million deal. Oh, boy, you're going to the trenches. Minnesota, they re-signed Luka Garza to a 2 year deal. DeLon Wright going a 1 year deal, 3.3 with the Bucks. Derek White re-signing with the Boston Celtics with a 4 year, $125.9 million contract extension. And again, I was at work, and absolute bombshell, 2:31 p.m. Eastern Time. Klay Thompson, you are no longer a Golden State Warrior, and now you have officially joined the Dallas Mavericks on a 3 year, $50 million contract with a player option for his final year. Yes, man. Klay Thompson is now going to be teammates with Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving, PJ Washington, Derek Jones Jr., Derek Lively. I mean, I'm hoping Klay Thompson can find a resurgence in Dallas because, man, these last years after, those 2 season-ending injuries where he tore his ACL and he tore his Achilles, yeah, man. I mean, it was tough. Yeah, Klay Thompson coming from those injuries and not, he just hasn't been the same. He just has not been the same. But we know Klay Thompson, man, one of the best shooters in NBA history, one of the Splash Brothers, an icon in the wearing a Golden State Warriors jersey, and will never be forgotten. it's unfortunate that his last game as a Golden State Warrior, he couldn't even score a single point, and he was 0 for 10. As Instagram comments and TikTok comments will make sure you know that, because you will know, or did you know, that Klay Thompson shot 0 for 10 in an elimination game? Because you will know about that. So that just sucks that that had to happen for Klay Thompson at the end of the day. But resurgence, is finding somewhere new, finding a new spot. Let's see you, Dallas. Hey, Dallas kid has the material to run it back, go to the NBA Finals, make another Finals appearance, see if they can throw in a championship this time. We'll see. Nicholas Batum signs a 2-year deal, $9.6 million contract with the Clippers. Lauri Markkanen has become a okay. Oh yeah, and then the last big one I believe was probably Jason Tatum, right? Yeah, the largest contract in NBA history will now belong to Boston Celtics star Jason Tatum. The 26-year-old forward has agreed to a 5-year, $314 million contract extension, includes a player option to trade kicker. He agreed to an extension with guard Derek White earlier Monday, meaning the defending champions have every member of their starting lineup under contract through at least 2025 and 2026. So they locked up all their best players. They locked up all the players. They got them. They make sure that we ain't losing anybody. We're keeping everybody here. We want to win another championship. Please, for fuck's sake, no. Please, for fuck's sake, no. But hey, that's what they're trying to do. Gary Harris tried a 2-year deal, $14 million contract to stay with the Orlando Magic. And at the moment, that's that. Oh, yeah, James Harden, he will stay in LA, so he ain't going nowhere. It's always like it wouldn't be a free agency if James Harden wasn't in it. Like it just, So no, but he's staying put. He is staying put. Nothing much has happened there, so that's going to be interesting to see. That is that. All right. So now that is it for that is out for that. Guess I'm gonna talk about a couple albums, and then a couple albums, my San Francisco trip, and that's pretty much it. So kind of want to talk about these 2 new EPs from NewJeans. Actually, let me screen share again. My bad, y'all. NewJeans. How sweet it tastes. How sweet it tastes. Yes, these fucking 5 girls are making bangers. They're really making bangers. So they just dropped like 2 Tupacs. 2 Tupacs, not Tupacs. Fuck am I talking about? So they just dropped can I just go on Spotify? I'm just gonna go on Spotify. Yeah. Yeah. So they just dropped 2 Tupacs with How Sweet and Supernatural. So How Sweet EP, they had How Sweet and Bubblegum, 2 tracks that they came out last month, or not last month, 2 months ago, because it's July 1st already. But these 2 songs been on my rotation. I'm fucking with How Sweet. I'm fucking with Bubblegum. But then they drop Supernatural, another EP coming as well with Right Now. My goodness. Supernatural might be the best NewJeans song that they have released at the moment. These girls can make bangers. Again, I am not tapped into K-pop like that, but when it's Blackpink, when it's NewJeans, I'm all in for it. I will at some point. I think I'm gonna. I've been lacking. I've been slacking. I did wanted to do a couple of Korean of like K-pop albums to react to and stuff, and I do have like a list somewhere there, or like certain music videos and artists to react to, but I'll have to get to that at some point. But right now, kind of slacking on that. But my goodness, yes, these 2 EPs have been pretty fucking fire. Definitely got to tap in if you have not checked them out. Yeah, I know I really talk about rap a lot, but this is just kind of like a new break from that, because this it's just good. It's just good. It's just good. Let's talk about the Gunna album, 101. And I went back into smoking it, skinning a carry the face. All right. 101, 20 songs, 57 minutes, 16 tracks. No, excuse me, 20 tracks, obviously. 57 minutes, 16 seconds. Yeah, I fuck with this album. I'm a fan of this album. I think this is one of Gunna's best albums, in my opinion. I think might be better than his last album last year. Um, DS Forever was really good too, so I don't know if it's better than that one. Wanna is still my favorite Gunna album, but this album starts off pretty fucking good, man. From 1 through like 10, literally all bangers like Collage, 101, Neck on a Yacht, Fire, WhatsApp was I think the second single, Fire. Hakuna Matata might be my favorite song on the album. Proud of Them is a banger. Trish is cool on One Tonight. Back in the A. Oh, actually, no, that one might be the best song on the album. Back in the A is Fire. Trio. Once we get to like the softer shit, it's like the second half of the albums. Obviously, a lot of bangers here, and then a bunch of like R&B songs here. Trio's cool, I guess. Still Prevails, nice. Blackjack, Dollar Sign with Normani is really good. I think that was probably my favorite out of the second half of the album. Let It Breathe with Roddy Ricch was nice. The Time was cool. Conscious is nice. Clear My Rain, Life's Changing. Life's Changing. Amazing. Amazing. I like that one. Today I did good. I'm not eating bullshit. I'm not eating no bullshit. You know what I mean? Just kind of staying up, staying fit. I did fuck with that as well. Time Reveals. Be careful for what you wish for. This is a consistent album. This is a consistent track list. I'm a fan of this one. I like 101. I like this. I'll give it like an 8. I'll give it like an 8 and a 10. I'm really liking this one. Excuse me. Dark Times. Oh yeah, Vince Staples dropped the new album. I've been listening to it for a little bit now. I'm liking this one too. Black and Blue, Government Cheese, Liars, Justin, Radio. Those are some of my favorite ones. Those are probably my favorite ones as well. I just repeated myself. Those are fire though. I like those are my favorite songs on the album. I do like Dark Times. This one's a little bit better than the this one. I don't know. I don't know which one's better, the Gunna album or the Vince Staples. I really don't know. I don't know. Fuck it. Who knows? It's kind of tough there. What other albums? There's a couple other albums I wanna. Okay, I guess I can talk about it. So I did hear the Don Toliver album, Heartstone Cycle, but I don't really know much about the track list, so I don't want to review it yet. But from first listen, I'm liking it. I just have to give it more of a listen because I literally I listened to it for the first time yesterday, all the way through. So I'm gonna give it some time for me to review the album and like listen to it, see what I really feel about the album. But I'm really liking it at first, but I got to give it a little bit of time. Same with the 11th Dimension, the new Ski Mask album. Again, I heard it for the first time yesterday, and I know I was very late on that, but also got to give some time. Camila Cabello's new album as well, CXO. That one came out Friday. I heard it. I heard literally all 3 of those albums yesterday for the first time, so I'm still kind of, processing these albums. It's still processing in my head, so I won't review them just yet. What other albums I could talk about? Oh, Bratz. Let me talk about Charli XCX. This fucking girl, I've been a fan of her newest material, man. Bratz is fucking fire. Bratz is not the same time, but there's 3 more songs, so it's not. Anyways. Skips? No. And I fucking mean it. There are no skips on this album. Bratz is just it's fucking really good. I don't know what else to say, honestly. It's been all over my TikToks as well, man. This definitely been a huge thing. Like 365, huge on TikTok. 360s big. I mean, Club Classics as well is pretty big on TikTok. The lead single Von Dutch, banger. Rewind. Oh my god, I love that song a lot. Talk. It's a perfect pop song. Really fucking good, man. Club Classics. Yeah, yeah. Spring Break. I haven't heard these songs a lot because these were like the three songs that were added to the deluxe. But Spring Breakers is pretty good. These I kind of have to give it a little bit more of a listen. I don't really remember these two songs, but oh, Mean Girls as well, dude. Bro, these are it's hard. I don't know if I could pick a favorite song. Maybe Talk Talk or Rewind. Apple. Girl So Confusing is also good too. Girl. It's so confusing in time. Oh man, B2B is good. I'm sorry, I might get this on vinyl. I just might. Charli, this is my favorite Charli album ever. Like I wasn't crazy on Crash. I did like How I'm Feeling Now, but Brat. That's what it is. That is what I needed. That's what I needed. That is what the fuck I needed. Yeah, I'm liking this, Charli. I'm liking this, Charli. Thank you. Thank you for giving us this fucking energy for the summer. This is gonna be a summer album. I'm fucking with it. I'm fucking with it. Bratz is one of my favorite records of the year. I mean, it's just good. It's just so fucking good. I have not stopped listening to it. It's really good. Fucking 9 out of 10. Will I give it a 9 out of 10? A fucking 8.67. I don't know. It's fucking good. No skips. No skips. No skips. So I gotta. If it's no skips, I have to give it an 8. That's my policy. If an album is no skips, it has to be at least an 8. If everything else sucks, like, well, obviously that wouldn't make sense because not everything else would else. It would be a lot less than an 8. But I'm just saying, if there's no skips, it has to be at least an 8. So it's in that 8 to 9 range, in between decimal points, whatever. Not that you really care much about the fucking my rating, but still, really love the album. I'm fucking with it with a lot. I've been hearing about Ian, this random white rapper dude, thingamajig, thingamajig. I did hear this album, but I've only been going back to a couple songs. I've been hearing it to Figure It Out, to Grand Slam, and to Never Stop. Every other song I think is okay. Eh, it's a 23-minute album, so it's a pretty breezy listen. But yeah, like I'm not crazy on this record. Eh, it's alright. It's cool. Maybe I gotta give it more of a listen. I don't know, man. I don't know what to expect anymore. I don't know where we can go with this. Um, what other ones? Oh yeah, Childish Gambino album. So I did re-listen to the Atavista album, which was at the 3/15/20 album that he dropped in 2020. So he eventually like remastered and like mixed and engineered the final songs and officially like finished the album. And so this is like the final product of it. I did like Time, but I did hear this song a while ago. So and a lot of it kind of sounded a lot more clear though. So it wasn't a bad move on him to kind of finish the rest of it. Uh I did like Human Sacrifice a lot. The violence was nice. Sweet Thing with Summer Walker was cool. Um, but it's a very interesting record. I don't know if I really like it. Not my favorite Childish Gambino album, but it's an interesting approach, and especially since I haven't heard 3/15/20 since probably like 2021, maybe. Like I don't re-listen to that album that much. Like it's because of the internet and Awaken My Love really that I go back to, and maybe Camp. I haven't heard Camp in a while, dude. I gotta listen to Camp, dude. But I remember I love Bonfire. I love that song, and Less is a really good one too. But yeah, gotta re-listen to a couple of Childish Gambino's. Maybe I also have to give this a re-listen to because I there's a couple songs I don't even remember. Like what the fuck is why? What is Final? I forgot Final Church and To Be Haunted. I forgot what those sounds like. But overall, the songs that I do like, they're good. I'll give it like a 7 or something. Not a bad album. I'm enjoying for what it is. Can't really complain much about it. Four bats. I think this is the last one I'm going to react to for today. Um, yeah, four bats. So You Made Me a Star. He dropped a little album mixtape thingamajig, 23 minutes, 11 songs, and I have not heard this one as much as I would have thought, but I'm liking. I did like obviously Data 8. Obviously, I pull up, you know what I mean. I forgot how the fuck did I already forget the lyrics, but fucking you 18 plus was cool. There Goes Another Vase was really good. I think that might be my favorite one. The remix with Kanye West was not fucking needed. I'm gonna be honest with you. All we do is argue. Argue was cool. Sticker 99 is nice. I like it. It's a nice vibe. Some songs are a nice vibe to it. I'm not crazy on like a couple of these. Like Madman is all right, and the one with the on God She Like with the remix. Eh. But it's not a pretty good vibe. I'm surprised he didn't add the remix, the Drake remix on the mixtape. He just added the Kanye remix. So that's interesting. They didn't add that there. Um and yeah. Oh wait, let me look at my on repeat playlist right now. So just kind of take a look at what's going on here. So right now, 30 songs we got right now. Turn it up right now. This new Pink Panther single. Oh, turn that shit up because we're really turning it up right now. Yeah, so that's number one right now. This was last added 19 hours ago, so this updated from yesterday. Um, Parking Lot. A new song from Mustard and Travis Scott. So I've been bumping that one a lot. What You Doing? Probably one of my favorites from Radical Optimism. Espresso. Song of the Summer. Song of the Summer. Not Like Us. They Not Like Us. They Not Like Us. Neck on a Yacht again, and I've been listening to a lot of Gunna, so of course, Neck on a Yacht probably one of my favorite ones. Rewind. I'm telling y'all, Bratz, it's cooking. Attitude again. This is another single from the Don Toliver album. Attitude is pretty banger. How sweet it tastes. How sweet it tastes. Yes, sir. This banger. He knows another banger. 360 banger. Meet the Grams. Now, I didn't really think I was really going to be listening to this shit a little bit more often than I would have, but hey, man, that production. I hate that he's like slowly murdering Drake on this song, but it's okay. Type shit. It's been I haven't heard it in a little while, but yeah, it's still there. Lingering around. Supernatural. Oh my god, I love this song. This is one of my favorite songs of the year, probably. Please, please, please. Another banger from Sabrina. Again, still bumping it. Kylie from I haven't finished the Gemini album, but I've been listening to this song a lot. The beat's crazy. The beat's crazy on this Lucky album, but I haven't finished it, so I gotta go back and listen to it. I got Crazy Clientele. This has been on my fucking on repeat for months already. This has not left. Lost Times as well. This is the only one from the Blue Lips album. I haven't went back in like a month or so. Chihiro. Oh, I gotta talk about the Billie Eilish album. Fuck, let me do the Billie Eilish album. I'll talk about it after. Wait, hold on. Um, yeah. So yeah, Chihiro probably the best produced song in my opinion on the album. So American, it has to be up there. End of an Era, another great song on Radical Optimism. I must apologize. It's always like sneaks into my playlist, but I always never skip it. So that's how it just kind of stuck in there. Pink Panther is Talk Talk, banger. Um, Drink and Dance, again, another song from Future's new album. Fisher remix. This song's kind of a vibe. I'm not gonna lie. At first, I'm like, what the it's kind of a vibe. It grew on me a lot. Lunch, banger of a song. Mean Girls, another fucking banger. Slimed In, a banger. What's up? A banger. Oh my god, a slapper. Yeah, we're looking good right now. Okay, let me react. Let me talk about the Billie Eilish album. I can't. How the fuck did I not include it on my damn? How the fuck did I not include it in my damn on my damn notes? How did I not include it there? Anyways, Hit Me Hard and Soft. What do you mean by that, Billie? What do you mean by that? Anyways, Skinny, amazing song. Lunch, great song, good lead single for the album. Chihiro, love the production and the music video is pretty fire too. Birds of a feather. How the fuck is that not on my repeat that much? It should be up there. If there was like a top 40, top 50, it would have definitely been there. But top 30, maybe not that much. Wildflowers, really fucking good too. Really good. This album is great, man. No skips on this album. 10 songs, 40 minutes. If there's any skips on a 10-track album, I would be furious. But Billie did it. I prefer this over her last album, over Happier Than Ever. This one over When We All Fall Down. When We All Fall Down. When We All Fall Down. When it all falls. No. When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? Like, these two right now, top two Billie albums. I still have to go with this one. And then the Don't Smile at Me EP is also nice, though. It is pretty nice, though. But yeah, Hit Me Hard and Soft, one of the best records of the year. Oh my God. I just know the Grammys are going to eat this shit up. So, yeah, this is going to be nominated for a bunch of Grammys. This might win a Grammy. Who knows? Fucking Birds of a Feather might win best vocal performance or some shit. I don't know. Like, we might get something. We might get something album. We might get some Grammy material or something from this album. I'm really liking this Billie Eilish album. It is definitely a vibe. It's very interesting. So I've been bumping it a lot. So yeah, the three albums that I mentioned that I have to go visit, these three albums right here. So Don Toliver, Camila. I'll review them on the next episode because I still have to kind of tap in a little bit more. I got to give it more listens. I have to listen to the Megan Thee Stallion album. Oh my God, Little Yachty and James Blake too. I forgot they fucking dropped. Oh my God, that was another album I was like trying to react to. I think I'll react to it over the week. I just can't forget. Guys, it's so much music dropping. It's hard for me to like keep track because I look at like every like Friday. I look at like what's gonna drop, or not Friday, but Thursdays. I check on Genius for like the album release calendar. So every Friday, what are the releases, right? For some of them that I don't know, and like there's weeks where it's one album. Okay, good. No one's dropping this week. Whatever, it's a break. And then all of a sudden, fucking 7 people drop, and I got to listen to 7 albums over the weekend. Some of them I forget. Some of them I just like shit. Camila dropped last week. Lil Yachty, James Blake, Megan Thee Stallion, fucking oh my God, Anderson .Paak I think dropped last week, or the week before. A lot of music, guys. A lot of music. If this was a job to like listen to a lot of music, this would be fun. But it could be fucking stressful. God damn. Not stressful, but to kind of just catch up with all this shit, it's like so much fucking homework. It's like, damn, I gotta study. But it's nice. It's a vibe. But that is that for that. We're gonna end things off with the San Francisco trip. How did it go? Was it a vibe? Was it good? Oh, I'm gonna also talk about the Normani album as well. I also have to give it a couple re-listens as well so I can review it. So the Normani album, the Camila album, the Don Toliver album, and the Ski Mask album, and then probably the Megan, and then all the other albums that I got to react to. That'll be for the next episode, so don't worry about that. And there's also even a couple movies that I want to review too, but I'm gonna also put that in the next. We're gonna finally end things off with my San Francisco trip. So how did it go? So I was there for 4 days, 3.5 days, I'm assuming, around there. And it was fun. I got to see a Giants game, and your boy got a fucking hat. You know what I mean? San Francisco Giants. You know what I'm saying? The fucking bridge, the Golden Gate Bridge on the side. This is a hard ass hat. I fucking love this hat. And we're gonna go to a Giants game. That's one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to go to San Francisco, was to go to Oracle Park, or go to AT&T Park, because one of those ballparks that I've wanted to go to since I was a kid. So obviously watching baseball in 2014, the San Francisco Giants in 2014, they were World Series champions. They beat the Royals in 7 games. And I became a fan of that team, the Giants team, the Buster Posey, Brandon Crawford, Brandon Belt, fucking Madison Bumgarner. So I was a big fan of that Giants team. and I've been a Giants fan for a little while. Obviously, they haven't been amazing these past handful of years, so I haven't been that loyal of a fan. I will admit it, but I still root for them. From afar. Maybe I'm not as big of a fan as I used to be from them because when I was like collecting cards and like this and that, and when I was really obsessed with baseball, like in 2016, 2015, when I like knew like every fucking player on each team, when I was that fucking obsessed, like that's when I was a big Giants fan. But now it's died down a bit, But yeah, of course, I wanted to go to the ballpark. I fucking love Oracle Park. Like that's one of the games that has to be an experience that I've wanted to go see a Giants game at Oracle Park. So we got to do that. The Giants did win. They beat the Cubs 4-3. There was a back-to-back home run, I believe, in the third or fourth inning. Actually, let me recap it real quick. So, actually, let me show you guys. Let me fucking just show you guys the damn game, so y'all don't have to like. Let me show you guys real quick the ESPN, the MLB Giants. This was the 4-3 game. Yes. So this is the game that I went to here, as you could see. Giants win 4-3. This was January. June 26th. So yeah. So as you can see here, Michael Conforto and David Villar, they went back to back in the second inning, excuse me. And they took the lead 3-1. Amaya singled. Suzuki tied the game with a home run to center field. It was a 3-3 ball game. And then Matos scored, hit a home run to left center field for a 4-3 lead. Also, there was a player by the name of Hayden Birdsong, the Giants pitcher. He made his debut in this game. So he made his MLB debut in this game. I believe, how would he go? He pitched for almost 5 innings. He allowed 6 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. He had a solid start for it to be like his first game. Nothing like Paul Schemes or any of the other great like debuts in MLB. But Hayden Birdsong, I didn't even know who. He's, hey, welcome to the MLB, bro. Welcome. Welcome to the show. So. He had a decent start to his career there. Camilo Duvall got his 14th save of the season. Luke Jackson got a win there for pitching for about almost an inning, getting an out as well. Didn't allow a single run. Didn't allow a single hit. He had 1 walk, but that was it. He didn't do much after that. He was able to take care of business. He was able to take care of big business. So got the job done. The Giants win. So that was that. So that was Wednesday. We went to see the Giants game that Wednesday. That Wednesday, we went to like a cable car, to kind of tour around like the cable car stuff. I got a hoodie, like a neon blue hoodie of San Francisco that I'm looking at over there by my bicycle. It's fucking nice. I might wear one of these episodes in the future. But it's fucking summer, so I don't know if I'll be really wearing a hoodie. But it gets cold in my room, so why not? So yeah, the Giants game was Wednesday. Thursday, we were kind of just walking around, seeing what we can do. We walked around like Union Square. We walked around like we walked around like good neighborhoods. There's a lot of homeless people, man, over there in California, but like in San Francisco, there was like some like really bad neighborhoods, man. There was a lot of like junkies and probably like drug dealers as well. Like there was, and homeless obviously, like, and there was like shelters and like community centers of like for homeless people and stuff like that. But it looked out of control for a little while. And we were like in an Uber and we were kind of like driving past it, but it looked bad for a little while. But there are some good neighborhoods, just everywhere there's good and bad neighborhoods, right? So it can't really be that surprising, right? But if you're in the right spot, you're in the right spot. Obviously you got to be aware. Even when you're in a good neighborhood, you got to be, you always got to be aware, of your surroundings. Always got to be paying attention and shit. So that's always, that's just life in general, right? But it was interesting to see that like contrast and stuff. The weather though was really good. Like the weather, it would not get higher than like 80 something. It was always in between like the 60s and like the 70s. Not really the 70s. I didn't really feel the 70s. We were really itching in like the 60s and even like the like 55 to like 65. Like it was really there, and there was sun and there was wind. So it was like a good combination. It was like a good weather where like we can wear a hoodie and it's sunny outside and you don't even see clouds, but there's wind, and you're by the bay and you're by the Pacific Ocean and stuff like that. So like the breeze is kind of like there as well, especially when you're by the Golden Gate Bridge, which obviously is like connected to like the Pacific Ocean, and also on the other side, like the other river that's connected to it as well. I got to take pictures of Alcatraz. We didn't do like the tour inside, but we took pictures of it from like from the pier that's on the other side of like Fisherman's Wharf. I think it's what it's called, Fisherman's Wharf. So yeah, we did take pictures at the Golden Gate Bridge. That was on Friday though. That was on Friday, like in the morning. We went to another like museum and stuff. There's a couple pictures that I took that maybe I could show you guys. Hold on. Maybe I should show you guys some shit here. So the Giants game here. Damn, we had some fucking fire ass Philly cheesesteaks over there at Charlie's, at some like shopping center over there. It was pretty nice. Um, so yeah, McCovey Cove. I took a bunch of pictures at the Giants game because that was like the probably like the most exciting thing for me personally. The cable car. Okay, okay, okay. Went by like Union Square. Took a picture of like a couple of things. We tried Jack in the Box. I tried Jack in the Box for the first time. Not that bad, but the neighborhood was a little ghetto, so there looked a little rough there. But yeah, we also went to like a monument, National Monument, Muir Woods National Monument. This was like passing the Golden Gate Bridge. So you pass the Golden Gate Bridge and you kind of end up like going here. I mean, I don't know if you're gonna really see it clearly, but like shit like that. Um, this is like the view from like on the bridge. Oh my god, you can't see shit. There's no way you can see anything from here. At least you can see kind of like the outline of the bridge, maybe. It's just white. It's just blinding you. You're blinded by the light. I don't know if you could really see that, um, but yeah, I had a fun time. I had a fun time. I also saw the Columbia game at a restaurant. Um, who the fuck messaged me? Who the fuck is this number? Get away from me. Um, so yeah, it was a fun time. Was spending time with my mom over there in San Francisco. It was a vibe. I had a blast. I had a blast. First time going to California, so I got to experience a little bit of the California lifestyle, dude. No one fucking speaks like that over there, but still, um, there was some baddies over there. But I'll be honest with you, the baddies still in Spain. Besides here, because like, there's always baddies over here in Miami. I'm just saying. But in Spain, when I went to Spain, there was some fine ass girls over there. Some fine ass women over there. San Francisco, there was a couple, but it wasn't crazy. Wasn't crazy. Just to point that out there. Just to point that out there. Just to point that out there. And they're mostly Asians. They have like that's like a huge yeah. There's like a lot of Asians in California, so like that's like the big like one of the big ethnicities over there in California. Like especially like south or like west of California. Like that's that's there are a lot of Asian people over there. So but like a mixed bag, like Koreans, Thai, and a bunch of Asian people all around. But it looked diverse too. Like it was a bunch of other different kinds of people as well. Like, it didn't look too much like of one race. And like I was like, wait, what? Bunch of Asian people around me, and I'm like, what? I don't fit here. I'm a little. Some of them they might have my same skin tone, but some of them are fucking, white as shit. I don't know. Like, do I fit here? I don't know. But yeah, San Francisco was a vibe. I did enjoy my trip. So yeah, that was my little vacation, during the summer. So I had a blast. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I will be again uploading another episode maybe later on in the week. There's more reaction videos coming on the way. I just posted the reaction video for oh my fucking god, Uruguay just scored a goal. Uruguay just scored a goal. Ladies and gentlemen, 1-0. If I could show you guys my damn TV right now. Yes. 1-0 Uruguay. Unfucking believable. Unbelievable. Well, it might be a little too early, but we might have to say goodbye to the U.S. For this tournament because we looked absolutely fucked right now. But anyways, see you guys in a bit. Take care and peace out, my friends.